I'm Marna, and thank you for finding me. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about self-validation. See, she had someone who was coming into her Facebook page and making comments on her posts that she felt weren't appropriate. She felt this person was trying to be a know-it-all, was trying to demonstrate that they knew more than she did, and trying to put her down in the process. And that got me thinking, how many of us do that? How many of us pop into someone's comments and leave what we think is going to be a helpful word or two, maybe even a whole couple of paragraphs about what we think of the way a situation should be handled? How many of us just do that in the effort to improve someone's life and don't even think about how it's perceived or how often we're repeating that behavior with one specific person? Then I thought about it a little more. And I went back and I read the comments that she was referring to. And this person that had invoked her ire really wasn't trying to be helpful. This person was desperately screaming out, someone notice me. Someone notice that I can contribute to this. Someone notice that I have worth. This person was seeking validation in the guise of offering advice. And of course that doesn't come across well. No one wants to be manipulated, and that is a form of manipulation. So my question to you is, what is it that you do to seek validation? Where do you go when you want to feel like other people see you for the worthwhile person that you are? Because you are a worthwhile person. A lot of us turn to our friends. We turn to random strangers. We turn to other people as a source of validation that, yes, I am a whole person. I am worthwhile. I'm here. See me, please. Even me doing this is a form of seeking that validation because, yeah, I look and see how many people watch these videos. And trust me, when it hits over 4,000, I'm through the roof. But this is not my only source of validation. I do not derive my self-worth from how many of these videos get watched. I used to derive my self-worth in a number of unhealthy ways. Picking up strangers in a bar made me feel attractive. Sleeping with random guys made me feel attractive. And then my twin flame came along, and none of those other forms of validation worked for me anymore. And trust me, the first 12 years he and I were in separation, I tried them all. And it all felt hollow. And then when he came back into my life, suddenly that validation came back with him. And suddenly I felt like a worthwhile person. I was happier than I had ever been. I felt seen, I felt heard, I felt recognized. And then he left again. That was my key moment. When I was literally on the floor bleeding out from miscarrying his child after he had told me he would not take me to the hospital and stay with me until it was over. And I almost died that night. I had some very good friends who saved me. That was a key turning moment, because that was the moment that I realized that I could not afford to be seeking my validation from an external source. I could not afford to risk losing myself in anyone else, including my twin flame. I could not afford to no longer see my own worth. Well, that just opens up a whole can of worms. But how many of us are at points on this journey? How many of us are seeking our self-worth in an external source? How many of us sit there and look towards friends or strangers or neighbors or the newspaper or social media likes, trying to find some validation that we are seeing? The truth is, you need to see yourself first. You need to see you, who you are, who you want to be, who you choose to be, the life you choose to live. See yourself first before you seek that validation from someone else. And when you catch yourself doing it, because we all do, I just admitted I do it too. We all do it, but when you catch yourself doing it, call yourself on it. I will sit there and I will watch the likes go up on a video, and then I will sit there and laugh at myself because, wow, what a silly way for me to be measuring my self-worth. I am worth so much more than the likes on a video. In fact, I hope this video is worth so much more than just the number of likes it receives. I hope this video is reaching out to you and you are getting some good information from it. If nothing else, I really do hope that these videos are getting you to think, to look within, to see who you truly are, and to see what a wonderful person you are, regardless of who is or is not in your life. Because that's a lesson that we do not get in this society nearly often enough. I'm Marna, and thank you for joining me.